7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is good, everyone? It is your boy Politica Hot alongside my guy, Mr. Joey Woods, Mr. Moya Chris Wilson will be joining us momentarily. We are Still Steps coming to you live on a beautiful Saturday evening, WrestleMania special edition, coming off of the hills of night one, going down. And I'll be honest, it was kind of what we expected. Like, I'm not even going to hype it up like, oh my God, did you really see that? Like, I mean, it was insane, but everything we literally talked about yesterday damn near happened tonight. So, we could just not, get right to it. Go, Mr. Moyo Fit. Chris, what's good, my brother?
What's good, y'all? What's good?
Chilling, man. Just out of curiosity, did you go to that watch party?
Yes, I did. I'm with my boy right now. We're on my way over. Shout out to Paul. You know Paul. Say what's up.
Oh yeah, I know Paul. What up, bro? Nice. It was a good turnout.
It was all right. It was real chill actually. It was chill. It was at a gym, coincidentally. It was cool. The vibe was real chill.
Yeah. Nah, shout out to BTA, Buster, him. Got to meet them at the AEW Dynasty scrum. So, shout out to them. I knew they were putting that together. But yeah, so gentlemen, the ending, Seth Rollins victorious. I think myself and Joey, predicted that he'll win. Chris, I know you was going for CM Punk. Based on the outcome, it was literally spot on how we set it up last night. The whole chair sequence.
Yeah.
With Paul.
Yeah.
Putting it in the ring, but they started to swerve with CM Punk getting a chair, as if he was betraying Roman Reigns again. Then Paul decided to go in the ring and he low blow CM Punk. So at this point, it looked like his loyalty was with Roman. So he decided to give the chair to Roman. Have Roman beat down on CM Punk, and then Paul eventually pointed out Seth. Getting the revenge. But he then low blows him. So it's like the double betrayal of Punk and Roman, and now he's pledging his alliance with one Seth Rollins, who then utilized the chair to Roman, provided the curb stomp to him, getting the 1-2-3 victory, and now we got Seth is like the new leader. Is he going to remain the Raw leader, or is he going to be coming over to SmackDown? That remains to be told. What we'll likely see coming up this upcoming Monday on Raw. Joey, your thoughts? we kind of shared the same sentiment with this match, but the outcome, your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back, but we kind of said this was going to happen. Second, this right Elimination Chamber. We said this was going to happen, right? Like the day after when this match was kind of put into place. So it's not really a shock. I will say though, the way they went about getting to that moment was way better than I expected. I just thought maybe you just slide Seth the chair and boom, be done. But
Yeah,
to have Paul actually get physically involved in the match and come in the ring stuff, I thought was very well done. it really dragged. I feel like Triple H should say anything he wants to listen to the critics and stuff, but he had to know that fans were starting to catch on to what was about to be put out, and they had to kind of drag it out a little more, and that's exactly what happened here.
Right, right. Yeah. Once I saw Paul get it into the ring, I was like, here we go. The betrayal. Like it's going to happen right here at this spot.
Yeah,
And but I dug it. Like it still sells the story. Like even though we kind of had the assumption that it was going to happen, it was just the nature of how the story was going to happen and the way they did it. I commend them on it because now that it still keeps my interest to see, okay, where is this going to go now? Like
yeah.
I'm very curious to know. Like does this set them back a little bit more as far as like any of them going for a title? And if they are to go for a title, which title are they going to go for? Like, will it be Cody if he happens to defeat Cena, or would it be the newly crowned world heavyweight champion, which we'll talk about momentarily, and Jay Uso? But Chris, your thoughts again as far as like the way the spot went.
The spot was cool. Like I said, I got it halfway right. Like I said, I remember I picked out that if Paul Heyman was going to slide the chair in, and maybe he was going to slide in between CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Like I didn't think he was actually going to like straight up give it to one particular person. But they did it cool. But like you said, how once Paul Heyman got into the ring, I was like, oh shit, here we go. like the writing was on the wall at that point. But it was like I said, it wasn't a cool spot. Like it wasn't like I didn't even like get mad about it. I was like, oh man, like my boy Paul, he actually picked Seth Rollins to win too. Funny enough, and I was just like, man, it was like this. How the way it went down, it was okay. Like you said, though, I want to know what's the ramifications. Like, does this trio feud continue from here? Because it has to. Because now
Right.
CM Punk is going to want, and Roman Reigns is going to want to get back on Seth Rollins and want answers from Paul Heyman. Like, even though I'm sure Paul's going to give answers on Raw, but they're going to confront them. So that's what I'm like. All right, so what does it do now as far as title challenges and all that stuff? So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens next. Like this overall, it was actually a pretty good match. I'm surprised um, how it came out, and so like now we're gonna see what happens next.
Yeah, no, that definitely. I do agree as far as like being a solid match. I truly enjoyed the spot outside of the ring, with them, with one Roman putting both CM Punk and Seth through the tape through the commentator's desk. Like I thought they were pretty cool. Matter of fact, just out of curiosity, what's the thoughts on the commentator's desk? Like they seem like they were very very appropriate to be utilized in me in this match as far as like somebody going through them.
Right.
Yeah, it was those tables were weird, right? Like the broken stuff was a little strange, but I just thought the match to me, like I kind of showed on a lot leading up to it, but it far exceeded my expectations of what the match could be. Like obviously we knew, well, we didn't know, but we thought this was going to happen. This is how it's going to go down. But like I said, to get to that point, leading up to that point, just the wrestling overall, the false finishes, it didn't feel overdone. It didn't feel, like finisher after finisher, spot after spot.
Right.
Like, like I think that I hate to bring up AEW in this situation, but sometimes we had that situation in AEW where there's too many spots, too many false finishes. I felt here the finishes only happened when the pinning attempts only happened when someone hit a finisher, right? It wasn't just 37 false finishes and everyone was like spent by the time the match was in. I just thought the pace and everything of the match overall was just very well done. It was a 36-minute match, which is crazy to think about because it didn't feel that long. But yeah, I would love to see these guys run it back again because clearly they've all got good chemistry and they feed off each other. It was really well done because sometimes it's hard to kind of build a match with three of these big guys like this, but it felt good. The flow was good. I would definitely enjoy to see this again.
Yeah, definitely some long term storytelling in store for this storyline, or I should just say the feud itself. Like, are we going to see CM Punk and Roman align themselves again, as as far as like taking on Seth? And it's looking like a new faction is being developed, in my opinion.
You think a new faction with Paul Heyman, not just that Seth Rollins is a Paul Heyman guy?
Nah, I don't know, because I'm thinking it has to be a new faction because of the double betrayal. So therefore, Paul's smart enough to know that now that he aligned himself with Seth, that both Roman and CM Punk are going to be, coming after his head. So while he knows Seth can do his thing in the ring, but at the same time, he's also going to need some backup
Yeah.
in order for both Punk and Roman to be coming for his neck. Because in due time, like that's going to be part of like like the outcome per se.
Yeah.
Yeah. But um oh, I thought Chris was about to say something. Yeah.
Nah,
No, I thought you was about to say something. But yeah, so I mean, Raw after Mania, and that's like one of the biggest events, what I mean, after WrestleMania weekend. Highly curious to see, what I mean, what the speech is going to be like, as far as Heyman explaining himself, why he's also aligning himself with Seth Rollins. So, it's always there's always something with Paul, with Heyman, and for his reasons of doing what he does. So definitely looking forward to it on Monday. So more to come with that. So night one overall, I mean, if we all had to give it a grade, Chris, I'm gonna start with you. What would you give this card itself?
I would give it I'll give it an 8. Like it was like this. It was like only because for me it was like so much stuff was so predictable. Like we kind of knew so much was going to happen. That's not WWE's fault. You know what I'm saying? Like this, the matches were cool for what they were. Like but it was like but some stuff was just weird to me. Like how all of a sudden Rey Mysterio wasn't in the match. And Ray Phoenix was still in. This is his first WrestleMania, and you have him lose. I thought that was kind of weird. And they like this
Well, hey,
the
it
Naomi
was
Jade
El
Cargill match.
Grande's
That was
first WrestleMania, also.
yeah, I want to hear that shit, Joey. What's the guy's name? Like like this, like it was cool for what it was. Uh, like I said, they both can go. Like I said, it's like the match was good. Like it wasn't a bad match. It just like it was weird how that all transpired. Like this that car subject to change nonsense they love to say all the time. Like this. But like I said, the matches were like it started out kind of slow. Like this, like the Jay Gunther match was cool. It wasn't nothing like mind blowing to be honest. You know what I mean? Yeah. What's his name? What's his name? But like this, but shout out to Jay. I know Joey. Probably did a couple backflips.
So the new world heavyweight.
Oops,
There you
sorry.
go. Joey
We're,
probably did a
we're,
couple backflips.
guys, have a good night. The show's gonna get flagged. Have a good night.
It wasn't more than 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? What's his name? So like this, like a lot of stuff. Like I said, I give it an 8. Like I said, it was enjoyable. It wasn't mind blowing. Like I said, it wasn't. I'm acting like I was like blown away. The ending was great. The ending was great. I thoroughly enjoyed how the way it ended. What's his name? It was a cool night one. Like I said, it wasn't nothing like, oh my god, night one was the shit. How night two gonna compete? Like I didn't get that feel, but it still was just like, you know what? Not bad for night one. That's
I
solid.
think that was the point, though, Chris. Right? I think a little the point is like obviously like Roman, Seth, and Roman, Seth, and CM Punk supposed to be a big deal, but the focal point is supposed to be Cody and Cena, right? And I think they didn't want to do anything that's going to overshadow anything that could happen on night two. But I think we said this yesterday a little bit, right? Like, what is that big moment that's going to be like the WrestleMania moment, right? It didn't happen tonight. There was no truly WrestleMania moment where, like, 20 years from now, you're watching wrestling with your kid again and you're like, oh shit, remember when we were watching and like such and such happened at WrestleMania 41? Like there was nothing that was gonna happen tonight that we could think of, and it didn't. And I don't know if anything's gonna happen tomorrow other than seeing the winner 17, but
Right.
I just don't think this Mania is gonna have that.
But you know what? I think was part reason why it didn't have that feeling, because if you look at the talent that was on this card tonight, I think there were close to 6 new talent that was in like their first WrestleMania. So it's like they're at a point where they're starting to, reshuffle the deck as far as like the talent. And you know what I mean? We got, like Jacob, Tiffany Stratton,
Ray Phoenix.
yeah, Ray Phoenix, like the, you know what I mean, those individuals, being on for the
Was that
first
the
time.
War Raiders' first match?
I don't think so. I think
No.
they may have been on one in the
Yeah.
past. Don't quote me on that.
But
But
I think it's a
yeah,
good like I don't say it's a problem, but it's a good issue to have, because how long have we been talking about how it just feels like the same old just old guys, not old guys, but older guys who, like, we're talking about. I remember the show before we did, where like Bobby Lashley's like in his mid-40s and stuff, right? Like,
right,
how long can you rely on these guys to where the well's gonna run dry eventually, right? Father Time's undefeated. So if that means you're gonna have a less than subpar Mania because you need to get these new talents over, so be it, because you want it to be longevity, you want it to be able to keep going. But I didn't think this was I didn't think it was bad Mania. Before the main event, I probably would have given it like a 6, maybe. The main event, I definitely think bumped it up to like maybe like a 7 or 8 overall, just because like predictability, right? Like again, sometimes the predictable isn't always the wrong choice,
right.
but I wish there was a little bit of something that was like, oh shit, like I didn't see that happen, right? But overall, I thought it was a good card, a card you could probably go back and watch a match here or there. Like the Ray Phoenix match was actually a pretty good match. Like it was a quick match.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It was a good match, right? Like it flowed good, and then seeing Vikingo and getting involved and stuff had me popping a little bit. But overall, I didn't think there was a bad match tonight, right? Like a match where it was like, that's just dog shit. Like I don't think there was one tonight. Even this match right here ended up being 17 minutes.
Right.
Did not realize it went that long. The only downfall I have to this is he tapped too fast.
Right. Yeah, and I was just about to bring that up as far as the tap, because that seemed to spark some controversy online at the end of the match. A lot of people didn't expect the outcome to be finished in it via submission. Not only that, a lot of people thought he tapped pretty damn quick, which
Yeah.
I too thought he tapped pretty quick too.
I personally think he should have fainted. Right? He should have did the thing where the ref did the arm. It felt that was
I was called for the knockout last night.
Yeah.
Vice versa though.
Like you're this dominant champion who's been unbeatable, and then you're gonna tap out in 3 seconds. To me, it was like, really? Like, I don't know if that was Gunther like pissed off that they decided to go the route of Jay using his finisher to defeat him.
Right.
Gunther kind of went in business for himself, just tapped real quick, gonna get out of there. I don't know if that maybe happened, but I don't know. It just was a weird sequence to me.
Chris, you got like some Undertaker shit going on down there. Like it's like nowhere to be found. Like, oh, like what is going on?
Walking into a dark room.
Okay. like I'm listening to Joey talking to him. It's like everything just go black down there. I'm like, what the hell is going on over here?
It's all good, baby. It's all good. We still good.
Start calling you Car Chronicles Moyo Fit Chris Wilson now.
I'm waiting for this one.
But yeah, no, but I thought this was a pretty decent match though. Overall, my one nitpick was as far as like the usage of each other's moves. Like like
Oh,
you
like
know,
the splash in the beginning of the match. And then,
yeah, like with Gunther using a splash, and then he turns around and now he's using the chokehold, what I mean, the sleeper hold to take him out. Like I thought it was a little cheesy, but it is what it is. It made everybody happy.
yeah.
Happy to see Jay get the title. So I'm a
So I'm sorry for laughing over here, but someone shared a picture of Tiffy and her mouth and stuff after her match, which she
Oh
did
yeah.
Yeah,
chip some of her teeth
was
and stuff.
was Jay happy? Because I swear, like he was like very nonchalant about
I
the
think he
win.
was,
Like I
bro.
thought it was gonna be a
I
little
think
more
he was
emotional.
hurt.
Like it's like his brother was more emotional than he was. I
Yeah.
was like, did he understand he won the world title?
I think he genuinely got hurt in this match. His it was like his right ribs area. If you notice throughout the match, it just kept getting like redder and redder.
Hmm.
Like and like if you notice a couple times, he was like favoring it a little bit with his arm and stuff. And like it just got like bigger and bigger as the match went on. I was like, he might have got hurt. My wife a couple times mentioned like he was doing like some weird blinking stuff. So I don't know if he maybe fell awkwardly, hit something like that. But it definitely seemed off, right? Like it definitely didn't seem like it registered what just happened there.
I honestly think it was his nerves. Like even like when he walked out, like you could tell like like his anxiety. I would say his actual anxiety, but like it was like holy shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you could tell, what I mean?
yeah,
Like that's what I mean, it's a big moment.
yeah, he wasn't as lit as he was. He usually like very animated and got the energy and bringing the like all of the vibes. But he was kind of like, all right, this is happening. This is really happening.
Right. You think that could be like a situation where like what I mean, like of course they all know what the outcome is. Like him already knowing the outcome and like nerves got what I mean got the best of him. What I mean before the match even happened.
Well, I would say no because I mean he eliminated John Cena in the Royal Rumble and won that and
True.
had a way bigger reaction at that spot than he did here. I don't know, it just felt like a disconnect. But also I wonder if it's the opponent, right? Like,
Oh
leading up to this, it kept being Gunther talking about how Jay's not serious, right? And like Jay's a joke and stuff. So maybe it was Jay's way of saying like I beat you and I can be serious when I need to be serious.
Right.
You know what I mean? And maybe that's what it is. But
True.
overall, it just seemed weird. Like even the moment when when Jay went to hug Jimmy, right? He threw the belt down
Yeah.
to hug Jimmy. Like Jimmy was like pointing to the belt, like pick it up, right? Like it was just weird overall. But I was happy as shit that Jay finally won. I think I early on in the beginning, I think I was like maybe passenger one of one on the Jay needs to win the world title like last year, and everyone told me I was insane. But here we are,
yeah,
motherfuckers. We
Yeet.
yeah,
Definitely. We got the files.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
listen, I tell people all the time, I I never have a problem with Jey Uso. I'm
Yeah,
a
you
Jey
did.
Uso. I
Say
know,
no.
no, that I'm a Jey Uso fan, but I wasn't bought into the. He's a main event guy. He wasn't. I don't care. At the time, he wasn't. He is now. He is. You're the world champion. You're a main event guy. He won a Royal Rumble. He came out of WrestleMania, won the world title. He is now officially main event Jey Uso. So shout out to him.
listen. He's always been main event Jey Uso, okay?
No, he's not. No, he is not. But look,
Don't make Jay turn the Booker T. I'm coming for you, Chris.
yo, come for me, brother. I'll sue.
Like I'll sue your ass. Crazy.
I'll sue you.
That was such a Karen response.
Yeah, right. It was I'll
I'll
sue.
sue. I don't have time to fight. I'll sue. Like, I'll look out for us. Listen, how can we settle out of this? Make still steps. The official, like announce
pre-show podcast.
announce team. Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I definitely shot my shot with Peacock today.
Did
What?
you?
So, so the commercial, the commercial that I'm in came on, and my brother called me. Oh, he was like, "Yo," he was like, "You're in the commercial." And I was like, "Dude, I sent you the clip like 5 months ago." I was like, "Oh, I actually just seen it. I just thought you might have like clipped it yourself from something." I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, shout out to you, love you, bro. So fast forward, like after he called me, the commercial came up on the Instagram feed. So, I shared it out, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We just talked about them last night. I'm gonna pull that clip from the show and put it in the story. Like, hey, just spoke y'all up. So Peacock, hey, you want to sponsor the Still Stats one
Where's
more
my
time?
royalties?
Right. Yeah,
Wait,
like, yeah, right.
Speaking of hosts, and I mean, we didn't have a chance to talk about it, right? Because it happened so late last night. But what the fuck went on last night with Karrion Kross on the red carpet? I don't know if you saw that.
No, I missed it.
Oh,
You got to go look it up. Like, he just was like, I don't know if he was playing a storyline or if he was just being his character, but he was like, I'm just here so I can make the office happy. I don't want to be here right now.
Interesting.
And like AJ Styles walked past him. He was like, who thought it was a funny idea to have him walk by me while I was standing here? Like, do that shit again and the set will be destroyed or something.
Oh wow.
But
Interesting.
like Cross is good, right? But like this just seems like so real, right? Like,
yeah, out of character for sure.
Like, it was on par with his character, but it just seemed too real last night. I was like,
I think that's his point, though. Like, honestly, I think within the next couple of months, Karrion Kross is going to have more of a spotlight on him because they're starting to get that he's more than a character they want him to be.
Makes sense.
And he's actually like charismatic and funny and charming and has other sides to him. So I think they're like finally starting to see it.
Yeah, he would be great to pair up with Rollins and Heyman as kind of like the muscle group to keep Heyman safe, right? Like,
yeah,
right.
He would definitely be great for that role. Like, so, like, I think I don't know what he's going to be, but I think within the next couple of months, the spotlight is finally going to shine on him a little bit more.
What I like about his character now is like he's like this like psychological person where like he was getting into the head of AJ Styles.
Yeah,
and somebody made a great point as far as like that between him and Styles, like he was like almost kind of mimicking him in a way as far as like trying to like get his break his spirit to to be the person that he knows he can be, but Styles wasn't going for it. So like allow him to adopt that into a storyline with Heyman. Like that would be freaking awesome.
Someone said that every person that Cross puts his fingerprint on, the hair matches.
His hair changes. His hair matches them. Like, it's true. It's so funny.
Yeah. Nah, that's crazy. Before we go any further, way left, kind of go through a few more of the matches.
So we just did the first match, right? Second match was what was it? New Day and
the Lufthansa heist of the tag titles.
Yeah.
Yo, I love this ending.
It kept the heel bullshit going. The only thing I was pissed off about this whole match, besides Kofi's new beard, which just looks weird to me. This is a really strange picture of Kofi's face right here. It's really making me uneasy a little bit.
He like, say what you gotta say, Joe.
But I hate it. Like the War Raiders, right? You're coming in as champion and shit. And you don't have to wear your own fucking gear. You gotta wear the stupid ass Clash of the Clan shit.
Yeah.
Like that's cheesy, man. Like
they do that for Mania though. Like when Mania comes, they always wear some extra shit that
I get it, but it was just goofy, right? Like you're making your tag team champions come out with Clash of the Clan on. To me, is just asinine.
No, I know what you mean. As I was looking at them, like with the New Day, they was kind of like paying homage to the what's my man,
The Giant
Giant
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez. Yeah, I was about to say his WCW name Elegante. Like, yeah, like I thought that was pretty dope.
That was pretty cool.
But yeah, but no, I
Because that
just,
he was he the main event or co-main event
was that 9?
of 9 at Vegas last time, right?
Right,
Yeah.
and it was a terrible match.
it was absolutely horrible match.
Who did he fight?
Undertaker.
That's the problem. WWE, when Undertaker originally came out, they kept trying to create people for him to fight, right? Like they didn't let him have any like organic storyline. They just kept trying to make new people to have go against big people, right? Like that's not the way it goes.
That was like back in the era where they were really big on like the height and the true heavy individuals. Like, but no, what killed me was just, you know what I mean, once they won, like they just took the titles, they was gone. I'm like, yo, we gone. Like, out. I honestly, I kind of wish they didn't do this spot at the top of the ramp. Like I'd have just left. Like, yo, we out. Like you had to catch them on like WWE social media or something. Like they hopping in the car and whatnot. Like that's been pretty dope. But
it was a man, right? It was just like
it was okay.
It wasn't awful, but it wasn't that good, right?
Right. I'll be honest, this one actually was better than I thought it was going to be. Jade and Naomi, like I thought it was a pretty decent match. Jade definitely added some maneuvers, what I mean, to her arsenal, especially like with this power bomb maneuver she did onto Naomi, which then she put her into her final maneuver to get the win. Like,
yeah, I think the time away did her well, right? Like I don't know why. I don't know if it's ever actually been said why she went away, but the time away is definitely did her well.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Almost got the shot.
Oh, wasn't looking for it. But until I saw it on Twitter, I was like, oh shit. But that definitely almost happened there.
Yeah.
But shout out to our guy Jacob becoming a new United States champion. Honestly, this might have been one of my favorite matches. Not this match, by the way. I meant to hit pause. Jacob and LA Knight.
Yeah,
I thought they both put on.
Yeah, this was a very good match. And you know what? Like, for all things considered, like talking yesterday and stuff and saying like, well, this could happen, this can happen. I was glad like that there wasn't a whole lot of run-ins, right? They let these wrestlers just work, right?
Right.
Like often we say that's a problem with a lot of these things where too many run-ins, right? Like there's just many. This to me, the whole card was just perfect in terms of no runs. I'm not saying the card was perfect, but it didn't need it. And this was another match where I was worried that we were going to see a run-in.
Yeah. I was getting nervous. Like I said in our group chat, I was like, with the run of the titles changing prior to this match, I'm like, damn, I said there's a good chance Knight might retain due to the fact that there might have been a run-in by Solo. And then sure enough, when they were getting ready to come down the ramp, Solo came out, but he didn't actually come down to the ring. So that kind of made me a little better. I was like, oh, all right. So he's not actually in the match, but in the back of my mind, I still had that whole situation from SmackDown where Tama Tonga got injured and supposedly I went to the hospital. I thought there could have been a good chance he might have just popped up to try to assist Jacob, but again, that didn't happen. But solid match. You know what I mean? Shout out to Oos, man. Like, time flies.
Yeah.
Like literally seeing this dude down to 2,300. Now he's United States champion.
Yeah, and like real quick before we go to the next match, I think I mentioned it last night. Like running would have been cool if he wasn't winning, but if he was like I said, if he was winning this, there didn't need to be a run-in, right? He's going to be the next face of the company in terms of whether he's heel or whatever, but he's
Yeah.
the next big thing in this company. And if you're starting that upward trajectory, you don't need a run in for him to beat LA Knight for the US title, right? You just want him to win clean and start that rise. And I think they did a perfect job of doing that.
Yeah, no, I agree. 100% agree. Next match was El Grande Americano defeating Ray Phoenix, who was replacing Rey Mysterio. For those who may or may not know, Ray was injured.
Was that legit?
In SmackDown? I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they showed the spot during that match where Ray was injured, and you can see where Phoenix was even talking to him. I guess to kind of get the what the final spots would have been for the match. So yeah, I think it was legit.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just wasn't sure because
I mean,
we
yeah.
saw it with Bailey.
Yeah, I was about to say the way things shaping up tonight, like with that, almost could call could wonder whether or not if it was real or not, but it looked like it to me from what I saw on SmackDown, but who knows? The world would never know. So,
What is this? What is this? A Tootsie Pop?
yeah, right. But shout out to Ray. I tweeted, I was like, he got to be on cloud nine for being with the company 2 weeks. He already was on Mania. Like, is this like the quickest turnaround to be on Mania? Like, has anybody been on Mania quicker than Ray? Like somebody that's like literally jumping from another company. I mean, I'm about to say outside of Cody, maybe, I guess. Yeah, because I mean, well, Cody was a return.
Yeah,
but I mean, like this is Ray Phoenix very first time.
I did have a little bit of beef with this, right? Like Dragon Lee's been by Ray's side the entire time, and to overlook him to me is like okay, but clearly they have big plans for Penta and Phoenix, so
yeah,
we'll see.
They know they're both hot right now. Like as far as like in the wrestling community, don't get me wrong, like Dragon Lee is dope, but I don't think Dragon Lee's name as a replacement would have screamed off the paper, and got the crowd buzzing.
Yeah, but I also wonder if maybe Ray was kind of hurt even before all of this because didn't Phoenix eliminate Chad yesterday in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and then El Grande came back out and caused Phoenix to get eliminated?
I believe that's correct.
So and then the match was made after the Rumble, right?
Right.
And then the match happened after. So I don't know if maybe he had a nagging injury that they were like, maybe he can't go, and then it kind of re-injured it or aggravated it in the match, and then they're like, okay, he definitely can't go, and then they're like, well, we have this kind of festering, let's just go with it type of thing. But to me, that just seemed interesting that they did that, and then Ray miraculously got hurt.
Right. I know Chris was saying something about Ray Phoenix, losing. I don't mind it. I don't think it really hurts him. Like
I don't think it hurts him I don't think it hurts him because of what happened today.
Yeah.
Right? With AAA and stuff now.
Yeah.
I think there's a whole new possibility for these luchadors now. So I don't think that loss hurts him. Even Cole kind of I think WWE was worried about that notion. Because Cole even talked about it after the match about how, even with that loss, he's still something like on cloud nine because of, AAA and stuff like that. So we'll see where it goes. But I expect big things from luchadors. How long have they tried to have like that true Mexican baby face, to kind of break into like Mexico full force?
Right.
And now they're like, fuck it, we'll just buy the company and not have to build someone.
Like I mean, I know like there were discussions as far as like working together, but I didn't think it was going to be to the point where they was going to acquire them.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So I didn't see the initial announcement right of AAA.
Right.
On Twitter today, and I see the Worlds Collide being announced. That's when I texted her. And I was like, "Oh shit, WWE and AAA is working together."
Yeah.
And I saw the press conference tweet, and I was like, "Oh shit, WWE bought AAA." I was like, A little bit of a difference there.
Yeah, I actually saw it the same way. Like I saw the Worlds Collide poster first, and then I saw the as far as them acquiring them, because like I was actually away from the TV at the time,
Yeah.
so I didn't actually hear it. But then I seen it like pop up like on the Twitter alert, and I was like, oh wait, like what else is going on here? Like pretty dope. I honestly I feel like we probably should have seen something. You know what I mean? Look like with these acquirings of Penta, Phoenix, Gable going into this El Grande Americano role. Like I'm pretty sure he's AAA bound, like without a doubt.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah, and
definitely,
even more so, right?
and it works for him.
Even more so, I think they're mentioning Lucha Underground, right? Like they mentioned when
Yeah.
they were typing up Phoenix in his credentials, they brought up that Phoenix was a ex Lucha Underground champ,
Mm,
which was very interesting to me.
right.
But yeah, I mean, overall, I thought this was a good event, good match. But let's talk
Yeah.
about this one here real quick. People said that with the way Tiffy's teeth look, she's walking around talking like Mike Tyson, saying "Tiffy time, Tiffy time, Tiffy time."
Yeah, that's so wrong. Yeah, but
I
no,
can't think of when that happened.
you know what? Like this match was shaky. Like,
I think in the beginning it was shaky
yeah.
because I think maybe they both had their guards up, right? Like,
Oh,
you know,
100%.
everyone was throwing digs at each other and got kind of personal. And I think, you know, you can say you can have a match mapped out beforehand, right? And stuff. And it all depends on when that bell rings if someone's going to go in business for themselves. I
Right.
think initially they are both worried about that. Like, I'm about to watch this match back and see if Tiffy did like when she did this and stuff. But something seemed off tonight with Tiffy. Like
Yeah.
her breathing seemed off. Like she seemed like she was getting like winded a lot faster than typically and stuff. Like I don't know. Like the match definitely picked up towards the end,
The
but
nerves, man.
in the
Like
beginning she was just like not shaky, but like I don't
that
know how to explain it.
it's that first time jitter. Like you in front of 60,000 people, like for the first time, and you're going in as a champion. Like,
Versus arguably the greatest woman wrestler ever.
yeah. Yeah, like
Like
those
say what
nerves.
you want, say what you want about Charlotte, but if we're calling Cena and Flair and stuff like that some of the greatest ever because of their titles, then the same has to apply to Charlotte, even if you don't like her.
Right, right. No, I agree. Now, question: how often she's been doing that whole like Stephanie Valker maneuver? I'm trying to recall whether or not if she was even doing it. Like, I don't
See, I don't remember that, but also,
either.
how many matches has she had?
Who, Charlotte?
Yeah.
Not many, like since she's been back. But
Yes. I
I
mean,
but
you really
I
can't.
caught her right, but I caught her using it once or twice in a match, you know what I mean, not long ago. And I'm like, now all of a sudden she's using this maneuver.
But listen, I'm not I'm not a physical specimen by any means. But Steph has some things back there, right? That you're bouncing off of, right? When Charlotte does it, it doesn't kind of hit the same way, right? Like no offense, but am I wrong there to say that?
You're not wrong.
Like you
Joe.
get what I'm trying to put down, right? Without actually saying it, right? Like
Right. No, I know what you mean. Says the stand and delivered crowd when like the four attempts when she was getting ready to do it to Jada Parker and Julia throughout the match, but then like they would counter the maneuver and all of the fans would just boo.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
and Booker T, shout out the book, not to go way left on this, but like when she does actually execute the maneuver,
He just says like random letters and stuff.
yeah, or he just making those like those noises too.
Yeah.
Like come on, dude. Like come on, get a hold of yourself.
Like we're going way left here, but the
Yeah.
one thing that really ticked me off today about Booker, and I love Booker, was the tag match when the guy was wearing the nose strip and he goes, oh my God, he's wearing the Harlem Heat nose strip.
Like y'all made him.
Like you made the nose strip, right?
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the Steiners at one point wore a nose strip too.
I don't recall the Steiners wearing them. I do know for a fact Harlem Heat was wearing them.
Yeah, but he was like, "Oh my God, the Harlem Heat nose strip," and I was like, "I don't know if that's what they were going for, but all right, book."
Yeah, I'm like, like relax, man, relax. Like, I know when fans go, go into business for themselves at times, but Book does it himself. Like, he won't admit it, but he does. But not to even go even further left, but him and Reality of Wrestling going into business with Fourth Rope. At the end of the cage match, members of the Reality Wrestling roster came out, as well as Journey, and they beat down Zilla, both Zilla and Bishop.
Really, I gotta watch that back now. But
Yeah,
that's interesting because isn't Realities of Wrestling one of the official ID'd?
yes,
So that's interesting.
yeah, yep. So
Maybe
so more to come on that.
so maybe Fourth Rope is gonna be the championship.
It's possible. I think what's cool about them, because they got a good relationship with TNA, because they practically use TNA production.
Yeah. Shout out to Chad Mins who does like the ring and stuff for GCW and stuff. He was
Yeah,
beefing last night a little bit with West Side and MVP at one point. I don't know if you saw that.
no.
So he was walking when MVP was out there doing his spiel in the ring.
Oh wait, I think I heard it, but I
And he's
didn't
saying,
actually see
"Fuck
it.
that
Fuck that
guy."
guy. Yeah.
Fuck, that was Chad he was saying too, because
Oh shit.
Chad was trying to put up the cage and MVP was standing right in the middle of the ramp. And
Right.
Chad like bumped him by accident and caused him to drop the mic or something. Like MVP kind of gave him a dirty look and was like, "Fuck that guy, fuck that guy."
Oh wow, I definitely gotta look at that
Yeah.
back. Definitely.
And then I seen a post today that was saying supposedly Chad's beefing with a famous rapper now. And I was like, that's gotta be West
It
Side.
gotta be West Side. Like, has to be. Either him or one of the performers, because like when they was doing setting up the cage, like they was having like the musical performances
Yeah.
in between. Like, I could not believe that show was that long. Like,
Especially at that time, right? Like
seriously, like Chris Bay came out and he was like, and I know he was being sarcastic, but I know he was dead ass serious. He was like, "Fans, what is wrong with y'all? It is 3 a.m." He was like, "And y'all still here?" Like, but like,
was it
like,
at 3 a.m. Vegas time?
yes,
What the fuck?
that
So the show started at like 3:30 our time, right?
just about, yeah,
So it was probably like what 12 there, 12:30?
yes,
So by 3, that's almost 4 hours.
yeah. That's why I said, I said like they pulling an AEW. I said they literally about to counter them. Or might even go. They might even go over AEW.
Yeah, not to keep talking about that dude Chad, but he actually posted at this morning. He said it felt nice at 5:30 this morning to be able to wash Shabu's blood off of me. So that tells you how long they were there.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Fucking
yeah,
crazy.
I know he was there for a long ass time, because once Joey Janela's spring break ended, they literally had to clear out and bring an entire ramp down, because there was a ramp, like an actual ramp.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
So because it definitely did, because technically it was supposed to start at 2:59.
Yeah.
But that our time, so what's that, 2 1 12 well 11:59, of course. So yeah, so the show didn't start, the show started after 3.
Yeah. I think for next year, New Orleans is Eastern though, right? Or are they an hour different?
I think they're an hour different. Don't quote me on that.
I think you need to just kind of stick to Eastern time, because even today, watching the show like Effie and then DDT and stuff, I felt like even the announcers were like, "We're here for another show,"
Yeah.
they were drained at that point. But
Oh
I'm
yeah.
curious what time the clusterfuck's gonna start.
Yeah, it's probably the same.
It says 2 a.m.
Yeah, so it's definitely 2. So that means it's 11 their time. Yeah, it's definitely 11.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, I mean, so we're gonna
yeah,
do
here
again.
that one spot or that one pick. Yeah, I was hoping maybe that might have been like maybe like a mouth guard, but yeah, I don't
That's
know.
what I thought. Initially, I thought it was a mouth guard or braces, and then when I looked closer, I was like, "Nah, she lost teeth."
Yeah, she like might be Chip possibly because it looked like she had a busted lip too. So I don't know. Maybe it might have been a spot she might have got kicked in the mouth.
Yeah,
Like that might have been the thing. So, but yeah, no. But it was an entertaining show. I'll give them that. It was definitely entertaining. A little bit predictable. Uh, I do like how the ending of the triple threat match was. So that one definitely piqued my interest to see where we're going to go with Paul Heyman and what I mean what's his master plan now that he has Seth Rollins in his pocket. So, but we back at it tomorrow, night
yeah.
2. Cena, Cody, Undisputed Universal Championship.
Hopefully, we'll have a new 17 time.
Hey, listen, I think it will make things interesting. Um, although I have that theory of would they dare? Well, I mean, I can't speak on that because technically the World Heavyweight Championship changed twice last year, and then Cody won, beat Roman for the Undisputed Universal Championship. So I'm about to say, would they actually dare allow the Undisputed Championship to change hands tomorrow? We will see.
They are.
Yeah, it's quite possible. So, all right, I'm assuming Moyo Fit isn't coming back on. I know he's going for a while, but all right, Joey, we back at it tomorrow. Get it going again. To everybody that's checking in with us this evening, greatly appreciate you. Checking out our post show right in the penis. The memes, man. got a lot of memes. It's funny. Right in the penis. Now they're gonna start making sounds like that. Then they're gonna get confiscated. Like,
Yeah.
sir, you can't have that. You cannot have that.
Wait, real quick before we end the show, the only thing that I fucking despised tonight was it's on Peacock. It's a pay per view. It's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Bleeping shit out.
Yo, facts. I was pretty pissed off about that too. They even bleeped out Seth giving who's
The
it? Punk the
finger.
middle finger.
Oh,
I was
that's
like, really?
so cheesy. That's so cheesy.
Right. Yeah, I didn't like that either. So I'm assuming that probably went through on Netflix.
Yeah, but Netflix has like crazy shit, right? Like,
Well, yeah. I mean, you pretty much can get away with whatever you want on Netflix, but then again, they probably still censor out on there too. Only for the sake of, what I mean. Well, actually, maybe not, because that would be the international feed. Like that wouldn't be the feed over here. I don't know, but but no, that was a whack move. Come on, Peacock, do better.
and
And still sponsor us though.
2:50, 2 o'clock in the morning our time. Don't forget clusterfuck cage match.
Oh yeah.
Closing out strong. I think there's gonna be like almost 100 people in the clusterfuck. So check it out. But till then, we'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, the clusterfuck. We still getting our 50 plus older individuals? Excuse me.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I haven't heard any more on it, but definitely looking forward to it if it is happening.
Yeah.
So, but all right, everyone. This was Still Steps WrestleMania Night 1 edition. Again, we'll be back tomorrow, giving our thoughts on Night 2, and we'll see what the outcome is. So, holla at y'all tomorrow night. Peace.